Okay, so boom. Y'all remember when I thought I was dying and I was going through early menopause and I was bleeding to death? Turns out the whole time. Look at your nosy ass. Turns out the whole time. One of them fake rosters had unknowingly and without consent shot up the club. Child, I was knocked up and didn't even know it.
Not on my watch.
Okay, so what had happened was I was bleeding to death on the floor for like 13 days, cramping like nothing I had ever felt in my life, and hemorrhaging and passing clots. And my best friend was finally like, "Hey, Drea, I think it's time to go to the doctor because I don't think this is a period." And I was like, "What you mean?" She's like, "Let's do the math." So we sat there and we did the math. Because, you know, a good best friend knows your cycle. Like, it's not the full moon. Like, you shouldn't even, like, this is, yeah. Yeah. So I called Bang Bang Shoot 'em Up. Because I had already had them blocked. Because unbeknownst to me, I don't have any children. When you get pregnant by somebody, you hate them? The sound of his voice made my blood boil. His smell made me nauseous. I feel like I was starting to smell like him. Musty ass Gemini. Anytime there has ever been any type of sabotage attempt in my life, it's always a Gemini. Unhinged. Just unhinged. And me, a Pisces, I always got to match energy like, oh, you think you're crazy? Come here, let me show you something. I call Bang Bang Shoot 'em Up and I'm like, hey, yo, did you nut in me? He never says no. Yeah, but it ain't no way you could have been pregnant. There's no way. I say, I'm so confused. Because you told me you worked in tech. How long have you been an OBGYN? Ain't nothing wrong with you. You're just fine. It's a heavy period. It's just a heavy period. You're fine. How many heavy periods have you had? How exactly would you know? Because the way you was flicking my clit like a marble, I know you don't know nothing about no poom poom. So I just hung up the phone because I'm not about to argue with no man about my body. Like I'm not gonna argue with a man about my body. I'm not gonna do that with you. So I just hung up. He immediately started texting me craziness. I block him in mid-type. That's my favorite. The sweet satisfaction of blocking somebody in mid-type. Oh, yes. So you know what I'm saying? I move on with my life. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I go to the doctor. I take all my tests. They do what I gotta do. And like it still hasn't hit me at all. Because I'm living in survival mode. And that's how I got into this in the first place. The whole year 2025, all I did was work 2 jobs all day every day. And one day my friend says, "Hey, not one time this whole year have I heard you say that you went out and did something fun or experienced any type of pleasure. Like you're very imbalanced and I need you to like do something besides work." As an elemental alchemist, like what I'm doing right now, even while I'm talking, I'm doing water alchemy. I have a glass of water over here that I enchanted, and I put a little bit of salt in it and asked the energy of water, the essence of water, the spirits of water to please come and absorb all of this energy, absorb all of this heaviness. Like I am on my cycle right now, so this is the perfect time to release all of this and finally just let it go for good and get ready to move into the new year. And my birthday is coming up. It'll be the lunar new year, the spring equinox, my personal new year. All of these things are converging on my behalf for my greatest highest good. So I'm taking the opportunity to release all of this grief, and this is how I alchemize grief. Releasing grief is really tricky because it hits you in waves and in different stages and in different levels, and a lot of things don't click, don't hit until you are in a certain situation or you're activated by a certain experience with a certain person. And it really and truly didn't hit me until I was at the doctor, and she just like, I'm so sorry this happened to you, Andrea. This should have never happened to you. Like, it never ever even dawned on me. I just stayed in strong black woman mode the entire time. Like, I got to keep going. I got to keep pushing. I got to rise above this. I have bills to pay. I don't have time to feel these feelings. I don't have time to deal with this. I was going to burn myself out if I tried to continue. Just keep going like that. Keep pushing through and not fully take the time to honor these emotions, not just rushing to tap them out or do a ritual to release them, but actually honoring the emotions and sitting with them, because your emotions are messengers. They're coming to tell you something. The thing that you just went through came to teach you something and show you something. What did you get from it? What was the lesson? And you have to sit with the emotion to get the lesson. So as I sat with the emotion, I realized, like, living in survival mode, just working like crazy and not honoring my fullness, and I am not radiating love. My body does not feel safe. So my heart is closed off. Of course, I don't feel loved because I'm not taking the time to love myself. I'm just working and working and working, and I'm at a deficit. So I'm only going to attract that energy. I was in a very, very hyperactive, hyper-masculine state. I got to get it, and I got to get it by any means necessary, and I don't care. I just got to get it. I got to get it. And I attracted that energy. So as I'm grieving, as I'm releasing, I'm also insulating myself in love. I'm intentionally softening and slowing down so that I can radiate real love. So me intentionally slowing down and softening look like slowing down with work, not working so much anymore, because I was doing like 50-60 hours trying to make up for the time that I had to take off work when I'm laid up bleeding to death, and all of the medical bills that I'm trying to stay positive. But really and truly, I should have saw the signs that he was crazy as all heck. The reason why I blocked him, one day randomly out of nowhere, he was just like, if I ever got a woman pregnant, I would be so happy, especially if she didn't want to keep the baby, because then I could just have the baby and me and my baby could just go about our life and be happy. And I was like, all these red flags start going off in my head, and I was just like, it sounds like you should get a puppy. It sounds like you should get a puppy, not get somebody pregnant. That just, the way you said that, I think you should get a puppy instead. And after that, I started backing away from him, and I was just like, nah, you got problematic thought processes. I got to get out of here. I should have known then when he said that I was in denial. I was in denial like a mug, baby. I was really in denial. Because that was the last thing. Like, I'm out here, my life like it's golden. I was not thinking that nobody was going to catch me slipping. Anyway, so me intentionally slowing down and softening looked like less work, not, pressuring myself to do 50 different videos, and just softening and spending more time with myself. Lots of very cozy, soft clothes and fuzzy socks. Nothing restrictive or restricting. Lots of baths, submerging myself in the water and letting the water hold me. Nothing rough like eucalyptus or tea tree. Lots of soft milk and honey baths, rose, lavender, cashmere, vanilla. They're very, very soft. Lots of warm tea, warm foods. I did lots of soups. I just really, really nurtured myself and always called into nurturing energy. And I prioritized my wellness, my self-care, lots of facials, meditation for 1 hour every single day. That was a non-negotiable, bare minimum, at least 1 hour every single day in deep meditation. And Reiki work every day. I do Reiki every single day. I also made sure I did lots of regular check-ins and body scans, and I set timers and alarms in my phone, like take a deep breath, beautiful, or just little notes that would pop up like, hey, how long have you been scrolling? Like, just things to check in with my body. I would be in thought loops, just like replaying conversations in my head, or like cussing him out in my head, and just not even realizing, like, one of those alarms will go off like, hey, take a deep breath, beautiful, and I realize, like, my body's clenched up, my jaw clenched up, my heart rate is up, like my breath, like I'm not even breathing deep, I'm breathing really shallow, like we don't even realize the stress that we put our bodies through in these situations with these misaligned relationships. And intentionally softening and slowing down helped me to actively regulate my nervous system and embody love, actually taking care of myself, actually nursing myself back to health. I'm so grateful and thankful that it's all divinely aligning with the new year and everything coming up. I'm going to do a fast from the 17th of February to the 22nd, and then I'm going to pop out on the 22nd. That's going to be my pop out date, because we're going to be in Pisces season, and you know I'm going to be feeling myself. I'm going to be right back on my bullshit. I'm going to be right back on my bullshit, baby. Trust and believe. I'm going to be perfectly honest with y'all. I would have tried to get me pregnant too. Yeah. It be me. Little do you know, I'm the problem the whole time. Like, I'm the wild, savage, deviant. Like, you know, these island men always talking about, I don't eat no poom poom. The way I saw you eat that mango without peeling it, I feel like you're sitting here lying to my face. I don't like that. Don't lie to me. I walked right up and put it right on his forehead. I say, I know this has been on your mind all day. Go ahead, get you some. Just like that mango. There you go. Get you some.
And I can be a freak until the day, until the night. And we can all through the night to the early morning. It's morning, I'ma take you around the hood on a gangster lean. And we can, any time of day, it's all good for me.
It was like, while I was in denial, the whole world, the whole universe knew what was going on. Do y'all remember when I was messing around with that vampire? If you know, you know. Yes. So the day before I finally had the realization, like, yeah, this probably ain't no period, he sent me this picture. Y'all, the universe was taking me through. It was taking me through there. So this was my Christmas. And that's not even a whole story. Wait a minute. So that's not even a whole story. Let me give y'all the whole story. So it's New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve. So it's been about 6 weeks. I'm insulating myself in love. I'm healing. I begin to radiate and receive love. I'm affirming to myself every day, I radiate and receive love because I am love. And I am loved always and in all ways. Every single day I'm writing it on a piece of paper till it ain't no more room on the paper, covering it, writing it. I radiate and receive love because I am love and I am loved always and in all ways. And you know what? Love started to come to me and find me when I didn't even want to be found. New Year's Eve, here I am. I'm sitting on a FaceTime. This man asking me, how much is your rent? Let me figure out how much it would be to just pay that for the whole year. What I really wanted to talk to you about is, I'm tired of every time I want to spend time with you, you always have to work. I can't be the man in your life if I'm not creating solutions. So here's a solution. Pull out your laptop for me. Log into here. Here's your credentials. Log into this. I need to figure out a way. He's showing me all these spreadsheets of all his clients and how much money he makes from each person a month and all of these things. I need to find out a way to put you on my payroll because I want all of your time and attention. And I have some trips lined up and I need you there with me. And I'm like, my heart jumps up into my throat because somebody is banging on my door. And I'm sitting up in my front room with my curtains open. So the person is staring at me. I can't ignore them. And the person that I'm talking to on the FaceTime is like, you good? And I'm like, no, somebody just showed up at my house, very unexpected and uninvited. And he like, oh, must be that nigga. I thought you was single. Oh. I'm like, I am single. Like I said, somebody just showed up unexpected and uninvited. Please let me get rid of him and I'll call you right back. It's bang, bang, shoot him up. Looking like a ball of dirt. Looking like life done dragged him through the mud, baby. And I'm like, I cracked the door enough to just put my eye out. And I'm like, what do you want? He like, I'm not here to get you back. I need to apologize. It's some things I need to say. It's some things that need to be said before the year end out. And you blocked me when I was trying to talk to you about. What do you want, fool? I just need you to forgive me, okay? I don't know why I acted like that. I just need you to forgive me. No. Please go back to hell. I take a minute, try to calm myself and center myself before I call him back. It couldn't have even been 5 minutes. Like, it couldn't have even been 5 whole minutes. He ain't answer the phone, y'all. So yeah, I'm over here making these healing waste beads and transmuting my grief. But the great thing is, now that my capacity has been expanded, I know that men exist that want to give me way more than what I wanted. And I know that now I'm in a place where I'm actually radiating and receiving real love. I'm not working from a space of desperation or exhaustion or any of those other lack frequency energies. So I know it's about to be magical and amazing. These are the waist beads I'm making for myself to go into my Valentine's Day basket. We got these red beads here representing the root chakra, because I want to instill some stability and security and grounding in my body. And I got the pink and the rose quartz, of course, because I want to be grounded in love. I want to feel nurtured and soft and loved. And then I also have these hematoid quartz have iron in them for strength and stability and security. And also because when you lose a baby, you lose a lot of blood. So I want to rebuild my iron and rebuild my heart at the same time, and just put a lot of love into me because I deserve it. And so do you. If you're in a space where you are grieving and you need to transmute some grief, I highly recommend water alchemy. Put out a glass of water and call in your soul guides, call in your archangels, call in the Most High God, just call in loving energy, and just cry your heart out. Speak all of the things into the water and just let it come out. All of your real, true, raw emotions, how you really, truly feel about the situation. No excuses, no apology. Just be real honest and raw and let it all out. Cry it out, spit it out, do whatever you got to do. And when you're done, take the water and flush it down the toilet and just release the energy. Let it go. Just let it all go. There's no sense of holding on to it. I sat with all the emotions. I let my heart cry. I let my heart expand. I release all the hurt and the pain. I don't feel anything towards him or for him. And I'm good. I'm great. I'm saying that and I feel it, and I genuinely do feel lighter. Water has the properties of calming and soothing and nurturing, and that's the energy that you want to bring in to help you release the grief with ease and let the love flow back into you naturally. Love is who I am. It is not something I have to chase. But when my nervous system is dysregulated, my heart shuts down. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel open to love. And I am not doing all the things I need to love myself. So the first step to feel loved in this season, especially if you're single on Valentine's Day, is pour love into yourself. All of the things that you want someone to be doing for you, you need to be showing up and doing for yourself first, so that you know what love actually feels like, and you can reject everything that doesn't feel like that. So why am I telling you all of my personal business? Because I want you to understand that in every stage of life, you're going to experience adversity. No matter how evolved you are or how enlightened you become, you are still here on earth to have the human experience. Life is going to happen to you, and it's all about how you navigate it. I've evolved out of my old coping mechanisms of drinking my pain away and going to find a new distraction so I don't have to feel my feelings. I use all the tools in my holistic bag to process my emotions and extract the lessons from my experiences. I say all this to encourage you to learn from your mistakes and mine.
Keep loving yourself regardless of what is going on in the world, because you need it and you deserve it.
Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for your time and attention as always, your love and continued support. Appreciate love you. Until next time, peace and positivity to you.